Doing, guys? Vitaly is here, founder of Bitcoin's Walls Club. Super excited to have another edition of our Today in Crypto show. Gosh, it's been an absolutely incredible week that I want to discuss with you what's going on right now with Bitcoin. We've seen some massive, bull run in the last couple of weeks especially after this huge jump in Bitcoin when 1 hour it went from $4,000 to $5,000, and now we are approaching and actually touched today for the very first time in 2019 the $6,000 mark. Now it's a very significant price point for Bitcoin that is loaded with lots of support and resistance, and we're going to discuss today a little bit what it means and where Bitcoin might go in the short term and in the long term as well. I wish I did some more live streams for you. Like, this crypto never sleeps. It's 24/7 all the time. Something is happening. I just had a crazy week myself. I had some friends that came over from Miami to Israel that are staying at my place, and my eye got swollen so big I couldn't do any live videos and the other stuff on a personal level that happened in my life. But I'm here with you and I'm monitoring the markets, and I'm so excited that Bitcoin is booming. And after this huge drop in mid-November 2018, when we saw Bitcoin drop from $6,000 to eventually reaching $3,100, we are finally climbing back. Okay, so what we are seeing right now, Bitcoin retraced just a little bit. We are at $5,900 right now, and I want to discuss with you what is most likely to happen to Bitcoin in the near future, in the near term, as well as in more of the long term. So as you can see, guys, we are talking about a significant increase in the price of Bitcoin. In the last couple days, it's been trading all the way from $5,100 at the end of April. This week it reached $6,000, which, if we measure this move, it's a pretty significant price action move right here. From this level to this level, it's about 18% increase in the price of Bitcoin. Since then, we retraced a little bit to 5,900, and we are talking about this very interesting channel where we are seeing several weeks here at 5,300, 5,500, 5,600, and finally $6,000. And the higher highs that we have been reaching in this channel, and we also have support. It's pretty symmetrical channel right here. When we've seen some bottoms over there, support over there. So we are approaching right now this upper level, and once again on a daily level for Bitcoin chart in this channel. So for me, what it means is, and we are also there is some bearish divergence over here in the RSI. We are in the overbought territory, and Bitcoin climbed pretty significantly this week and previous weeks. Of course, we reached a level of like 87% on RSI, but from here it is more likely that Bitcoin is going to drop, and maybe even drop towards this channel of about $5,300. If we are going to drop to this channel and then climb back and reach 6,000 and beyond that, 7,000, that would be a very likely scenario than just straight cutting through the $6,000 level. Because on a macro level, this $6,000, it's a very important point. As you can see, many times it touched the $6,000 mark back from December 2017, when in 1 month it dropped to pretty much, months and something, almost months and a half, it dropped 70% to $6,000, touching that, then touched it again over here, like 5 or 6 times. It touched the $6,000, and after this huge drop in several weeks from mid-November to December, during this month, of a flash crash for Bitcoin from mid-November to mid-December, now this $6,000 level became a very strong resistance as per technical analysis, for the classical technical analysis for Bitcoin, which means we're approaching right now this huge level of resistance, and it is more likely that we are going to have some serious resistance at this level, and we'll retrace a little bit. It is more likely to happen than it just trade going to be like a lot of those the positive sentiment in the market, which is just going to crash the $6,000, get to $7,000, $8,000, $9,000 or $10,000. You know, because you know it's been a pretty good year. From January, if we are taking a look at what happened to Bitcoin, it was a pretty good year for Bitcoin so far, since the beginning, because we are at this bottom in market cycle, which is everybody considering the current state of Bitcoin is accumulation phase. Like we are right now at the accumulation phase for Bitcoin, and people are buying, and institutional investors are buying. There is increased interest from the institutional investor side in Bitcoin, but there are several factors that we have to consider along the way. The technical analysis is one of them, and the RSI is overbought right now. There's also this NVT, this parameter basically has been very much correlated with the drops of Bitcoin. As you can see, in mid-November, the NVT parameter was at a very high level, and then it dropped pretty significantly. Also here, the NVT in December was very high, and then Bitcoin dropped again. So now we are also having a very high parameter for NVT, this measure, and I'm not sure exactly 100% what the NVT stands for, but I know that the correlation is there, and we're approaching the high levels on the NVT right now. So all of that is to say that a drop to supporting this channel might be appropriate. Now, it doesn't mean that the bull market is not going to start this year, right? We are definitely on the positive note right now for Bitcoin, and if we take a look at the charts, what bear market, like Bitcoin outperformed most traditional asset classes since the start of 2019, and outperformed crude oil and tech stocks and real estate markets and US stock markets, global stocks, everybody, you know, up 53% in this recovery phase for Bitcoin. So we are definitely, you know, not anymore in a bearish market. We are in accumulation phase. But if you are trading, if you're swing trading, if you're looking at the markets, you know what time to buy Bitcoin, what time to sell Bitcoin, and you can do it at any time, you know, converting Bitcoin to Tether, for example, or to other stable coin, now is a good time probably to sell some of your Bitcoin into dollars. Now, I would not tell you what to do with your funds. I'm not a financial advisor, and this is just my opinion and observations on the market. Okay, so of course anything can happen in crypto, and it can go up just like you were selling, it can go up. But from a logical standpoint, what we are seeing right now, it is likely to drop from here, more likely to drop than to just go straight to the moon. And I do believe that this year we are going to break the $6,000 at some point of the year and move upwards to test again the $6,500 and the $7,000 and start the bull market. Because on a bigger time frames, if we are talking about the next 12 months, I believe Bitcoin is going to do significantly higher than right now, because of the major event with Bitcoin halving that is happening on May 2020. So next year, the rewards for miners are going to be twice as less than it is right now. And this by itself, always before the halving event happened, Bitcoin price reacted, and it increased in value. So overall, the macro level, this time next year in May 2020, I see Bitcoin trading at much higher. So if you are patient enough, of course, you know, on a macro level, you're not going to pay attention to 10% down or 10% up. But if you're trading, or if you want to make extra Bitcoin, extra profits, then you do want to pay attention to the swings that are happening on a weekly basis. You know, the farther you're going to look at, like this is a weekly, right? You can see week after week after week, pretty much since the beginning of the year, we were going up with very slight down here, like 1 maybe 2 weeks down, and we're again up, and we are approaching this level, as you can see, of where Bitcoin dropped significantly in mid-November last year. Okay, so just wanted you to pay attention to this, because it might be something that you want to look at and consider with Bitcoin. Now, tomorrow I'll be flying at night. I'll be flying to Bangkok, and I have a very important event that is happening in Bangkok for a new cryptocurrency that is being launched into the world, called the Cloud Token, and very, very excited about this project and what it can bring. They have pretty awesome technology. They keep updating their technology, and very excited for everybody who is getting involved with this project, because it's very, very promising, and what they can do with this technology. And I believe this token can really soar this year, potentially even increase by 100 times this year. So it's pretty awesome. I'm going to give you guys updates about this as I'll be in Bangkok during this event on May 12th. Okay, so it's like 5 days from now. I'll give you guys all the updates right from the scene. Okay, and tomorrow, if we'll have some time, I'll definitely plan to do a webinar for everybody, and share with you guys the latest things that I know to help you guys grow your wealth in Bitcoin. So hopefully we'll get on a regular schedule again with our webinars and our events. And you know, this year overall is going to be a huge year for a lot of people, and hopefully for you too, that you're watching this and you're part of our community, part of our tribe, part of our group here in Bitcoin's Wealth Club, and we'll do some big things this year and in next year to really help as many people as possible to become wealthy through cryptocurrency. So with that being said, guys, have a blessed day, and I'll see you very, very soon.